Recess was a battlefield, and your school had rules to prove it. From outlawed toys to forbidden chants, let's revisit the fads so good they had to be banned. Welcome to Cringe Capsule, unlocking the internet's weirdest Y2K memories, one click at a time. Recess in the late 1990s and early 2000s was less break time and more black market bizarre. Every few months, a new fad erupted. Cards, gadgets, spinning weapons, and within weeks, teachers slapped a no sign over it faster than you could say contraband. Why? Too distracting, too dangerous, or simply too fun for institutional comfort? Today we are cracking open that dusty locker of memories. The toys, trades, and full contact games that ruled the playground, right up until the principal's morning announcement killed the buzz. From holographic Charizards to rubber bracelets that cut off circulation, these were the trends so legendary they had to be outlawed. Backpack zipped, lookout posted, let us revisit the fads we loved, lost, and definitely smuggled back the next day. Pogs and Slammers, cardboard combat gone wild, mid-1990s. You clutch a plastic tube stuffed with cardboard circles featuring holographic skulls, dolphins wearing sunglasses, and inexplicably the Tasmanian devil in rave gear. These are Pogs, and paired with a heavy plastic, or better metal slammer, they transform Recess into a gladiator arena. Rules are primitive. Stack the Pogs face down, yell something epic, and smash the stack with your slammer. Any discs that flip face up are yours. Victory tastes sweet, defeat feels like identity theft. Playing for keeps is elementary school gambling disguised as a math lesson in probability. The chaos escalates quickly. One lucky slam and Kyle walks away with your entire Power Rangers set. Tears flow, accusations of tilting the stack fly, and the teacher on duty confiscates everything like a playground loan shark. Pogs ricochet under jungle gym bars, slammers chip paint off cafeteria tables. Rumor spreads that someone's metal skull slammer cracked a window, probably also Kyle. Administrators Act. Morning memo. Pogs are disruptive and banned effective immediately. Collection tubes get seized at the door, homeroom trash cans rattle with confiscated cardboard, recess black markets bloom in response, kids hide slammers in tube socks, trade holographic 8 balls behind the equipment shed, whisper code phrases like meet at the merry-go-round after spelling. The fad fizzles by decade's end, replaced by shinier addictions, but the legend endures. Pogs taught us risk, reward, and the savage thrill of cardboard capitalism. Somewhere in a shoebox, that holographic T-Rex still waits for a rematch if Kyle ever gives it back. Beyblades. Let it rip and duck for cover. Turn the calendar to 2002. Pokémon binders are outlawed, Pog tubes gather dust, and into the power vacuum spins the Beyblade. A customizable metal ring top launched by ripcord with all the subtlety of a lawnmower engine. Kids lug lunchboxes doubling as stadiums, slap them on cafeteria tables, and bellow the battle cry heard round every hallway, let it rip. In theory, Beyblades duel safely inside a plastic arena. In practice, no one owns the official arena or the patience. Tops rocket across linoleum floors, ricochet off desk legs, chip paint, and occasionally embed themselves in drywall. Kyle, there is always a Kyle, mods his Beyblade with hot glued quarters for extra mass. Sparks fly, lunch monitors sprint, someone's grape juice becomes collateral damage. Injuries mount, rogue metal ring clips a knuckle, a science project gets shredded. One legendary spin sends a Beyblade airborne into a ceiling tile where it stays, humming triumphantly until the custodian pries it loose. Administration issues the inevitable decree. From this day forward, Beyblades are banned. The word banned only adds fuel. Underground leagues pop up behind the gym. Salad bowl arenas swapped for frisbees. Bets placed in fruit roll-ups. Customization escalates. Penny weights, sandpaper edges, even a rumored razor ring monstrosity confiscated before first bell. Each confiscation feeds the mythos. These toys are too powerful for institutional control. When the craze finally slows, lockers still bear tiny dents, and every millennial who hears a ripcord zip gets a flashback of spinning shrapnel and sweet, illicit victory. Silly Bandz, the elastic stock market on your wrists. 2010. Overnight, classrooms morph into fluorescent petting zoos. Every kid's forearms bulge beneath layers of neon silicone. Dolphins, dinosaurs, unicorns, hamburgers. Silly bands, the bracelet fad that squeeze both circulation and instructional time. The unspoken rule, quantity equals clout. True elites stack so many bands their hands tinge Smurf blue by second period. At first, teachers shrug, harmless accessories, right? Within a week, the learning environment resembles a trading floor. Vocabulary lesson derails as kids barter glow-in-the-dark T-Rex for sparkly monkey plus 2 common giraffes. Fractions become exchange rates. Wrist shots ping across the room like rubberized shurikens. One misguided slingshot nails Emily's eye during silent reading. Nurse's office visit, parent phone call, administrative panic. Health concerns follow. Tight stacks cut off blood flow, prompting the school nurse to coin the term bracelet arm. An email blasts home warning that excessive wear may cause nerve compression. Kids shrug, add another pack, and brag about the imprint marks like battle scars. The ban arrives in bold all caps. Effective immediately, silly bans are prohibited. Confiscation baskets overflow with sagging rubber menageries. Yet prohibition breeds innovation. Black market trading shifts to locker corners, inside pencil cases, under cafeteria tables. Secret code, flash a wrist twice for a rare. One entrepreneurial 5th grader sells contraband bands at $3 a pop, funding his entire ice cream budget. Fad velocity fades by winter, but stray silicone shapes still lurk in desk cracks and coat pockets. Tiny Technicolor fossils of a playground economy gone feral. Find one today, snap it on your wrist, and feel the phantom squeeze of childhood capitalism at its stretchiest. Contact games, Tag, Red Rover, and the fall of Playground Fight Club. Rewind to elementary school before smartphones pacified pockets. Recess meant full-body chaos. Tag, Red Rover, dodgeball, cops and robbers, each a sanctioned opportunity to test gravity and friendship. The blacktop became a gladiator ring where rules were oral tradition and the nurse's office a revolving door. Red Rover was first on the chopping block. 2 human chains faced off while some poor volunteer sprinted headlong into interlocked arms. Break through and you win glory. Bounce off and you earn a bruise shaped like Britney's elbow. After 3 sprained wrists and 1 unforgettable faceplant, administration rebranded the game Link Up with no running allowed. Participation dropped to 0. Tag seemed harmless until Blake, there is always a Blake, weaponized speed, shoving classmates into jungle gym poles like a tiny NFL safety. Teachers introduced variations: shadow tag, freeze tag, no touch tag. Translation: slow tag, lame tag, imaginary tag. Kids revolted, inventing zombie tag, which involved groaning and grabbing ankles. Banned within a week. Then came dodgeball, the red rubber rite of passage. Nothing teaches situational awareness like a ball humming toward your face at Mach 2. Administrators cited targeted aggression and swapped balls for foam noodles. The student body yawned and returned to illicit foursquare smack talk. Cops and robbers delivered the fatal blow. Plastic handcuffs, mulch tackles, and one incident involving a zip tie turned pretend police work into a liability seminar. Final verdict: no running games, no projectiles, no fun, yet bans bred rebellion. Secret matches erupted behind portable classrooms. Lookouts posted at every corner. Because if childhood taught us anything, it is this: outlaw the game and you only make the victory sweeter, along with the grass stains that prove it happened. Pokémon cards, gotta ban them all. 1999, Y2K paranoia is simmering, Baby One More Time owns the radio, and recess blacktops have morphed into tiny stock exchanges. Kids hunch over binders like day traders, flipping through plastic pages of holographic cardboard. Pokémon cards, the only currency that matters. A shiny Charizard is worth more than your entire allowance, and possibly your social life. The trading floor noise is deafening. I'll give you 2 Machops and an energy for Zapdos. No way, throw in a Poliwrath. Deals close, alliances form, and someone inevitably discovers a crease in their newly acquired holo. Q tears, accusations of fraud, and rapid-fire appeals to an authority figure who has no idea what a Hitmonchan is. Teachers try diplomacy. Keep the binders in backpacks. That policy survives until lunch, when little Jimmy reports his Blastoise got jacked. By Friday, the vice principal storms the cafeteria like a customs raid, demanding all cards on the table. One brave soul swallows a Weedle to keep his record clean. Another stuffs Pikachus down a sock. The ban only fuels an underground economy. Cards slide through locker vents, change hands behind the jungle gym, and get smuggled home inside math textbooks. Lookouts whistle if a teacher approaches. Parents receive emails about gambling behavior with fantasy animals, which somehow makes the whole thing sound even cooler. Years later, the ban is a badge of honor. If your elementary school never outlawed Pokémon, did you even grow up, Millennial? Somewhere, Matt still owes me a real Mewtwo I have not forgotten. Tamagotchis and digital pets, the beeping that broke the classroom. Flashback to 1997, your backpack zipper jingles with the sacred egg, a neon Tamagotchi, or maybe its cheaper cousin, the Gigapet. This pixel blob is your child, your burden, and your loudest accessory. It beeps for food, discipline, and bathroom breaks, usually during the quietest part of a math quiz. Within days, every desk houses a digital nursery. Kids fake restroom passes just to clear tiny piles of pixel poop. Teachers attempt compromise, Tamagotchi time, after lunch, lasting exactly 3 sessions before a mass hatch triggers a chorus of alarms that could wake the dead. Panic spreads. 20 virtual pets evolve, starve, or perish simultaneously. Emotional carnage ensues. Administrators respond with a blanket ban. Morning announcement, electronic pets will be confiscated. The front desk becomes a blinking orphanage, rows of eggs chirping hopelessly until battery death. Yet students adapt. Jackets draped over laps hide clandestine feedings. One-handed care techniques develop. Thumb on the B button, other hand feigning note-taking on the Louisiana Purchase. Recess funerals become commonplace. Friends gather around a chalk-outlined grave drawn on the blacktop, whispering eulogies he starved during spelling. Someone plays a muffled rendition of "My Heart Will Go On" from a hit clip. Tears are real. The grief counselor is baffled. Looking back, these beeping blobs taught responsibility, stealth, and the harsh truth that neglect, digital or not, has consequences. Schools could confiscate the toys, but they could not confiscate the imprint of Mr. Fluffy, forever floating across the monochrome screen of our collective memory. Yugioh and the trading card sequels, Dual Disruptions. Pokémon cards may have been exiled, but cardboard capitalism refused to die. Enter Yugioh, a game so dramatic it came with its own anime narrator yelling, "Your move!" Like clockwork, cafeterias transformed into dual arenas. Lunch trays became card mats. Life points were tracked on spiral notebook margins. Kids punctuated victories by shouting attack names loud enough to rattle milk cartons. Chaos quickly mirrored the Pokémon saga. Math lessons paused as students sneak-peeked card effects under their desks. Accusations of counterfeit Blue Eyes White Dragons sparked cafeteria courtroom scenes. One 4th grader claimed emotional damages after trading 3 commons for a rare that turned out to be printed on inkjet paper. Administrators watching the deja vu unfold decided preemptive strike. Yu-Gi-Oh! Joined Pokémon on the banned list, along with Digimon, Magic, The Gathering, and even Bakugan spheres, deemed projectile hazards when someone fast-pitched one during recess. The official policy became, if it fits in a binder and isn't homework, leave it at home. Naturally, the duelists went underground. Locker aisle duels popped up, complete with lookout systems. Some enterprising 6th grader founded an after-school strategy club that was 98% black market trading, 2% studying. The faculty sponsor never caught on. Bandz only enhanced the legend. The thrill of flipping a trap card in forbidden territory outweighed any risk of confiscation. Decades later, many millennials still keep a deck tucked away because you never know when an impromptu duel might break out in the office break room. Some playground rituals never surrender, even to the strongest principal's decree. It wasn't just a game, it was a movement, until your principal banned it. You've been watching Cringe Capsule. Like and subscribe if you still miss your slap bracelet or those forbidden gel pens.